Is Grafton the best for no evidence games? Hello, ghost hunters. I'm sure you're wondering, is Grafton the best? Well, yes. Yes, it is. Stick with me and I'll explain. Let's start with hiding spots that allow you to observe the ghost. There are a few places in phasmophobia that safely let you observe your ghost during the hunt. If you watch a lot of my Guess the Ghost shorts, then you likely already know that I'm a big fan of Edgefield and Willow Street. I feel like those two locations provide excellent viewing of your ghost during the hunt, while exposing you to getting your eyeballs grabbed the least. I know there are other options like the picnic tables in Woodwind, but let's stick to the ones I think are actually valuable spots. So, does Grafton have this type of hiding spot? Boy, does it. Grafton has two spots that my teammates and I have found that feel like mostly safe locations to hide and also watch your ghost. Neither are perfect, as the ghost will sometimes wander into your room and spot you. But this spot on the second floor is great for watching the ghost on the stairs as long as you're quick with a smudge if it decides to check this corner. It's also great for observing salt placement, tossed items, blink rates, doors closing and locking indicating the beginning of a hunt, ghost speed, and well, basically everything. But here's the real winner for the new Grafton. There's a second really good spot, and it's on the main floor. If you hide back here by the fireplace, you can see the ghost quite a bit and watch for all those same things that I mentioned with the spot upstairs. And it seems like it might be slightly safer than the spot upstairs. If you need to hide in a pinch, this place does have a load of spots that you can dart into and hide fairly safely. There's also lots of options for kiting if you need to lose a ghost during a hunt. However, there are a few spots you should probably steer clear of. The least obvious, and maybe seems like a good spot until you've done a few hunts, is the doll room. I don't know what it is with these ghosts, but they love the doll room. It doesn't matter what floor they're hunting on, they all want to go in there and play with those darn dolls. So whatever you do not use the doll room to hide. It's ridiculous how much the ghosts love the dolls. Okay, if you're playing solo, either of these spots are great. If you're playing with a friend, choosing different spots is ideal. If you have more than one friend, then keep someone outside because the best viewing spot is actually outside. The front door is great for seeing the ghost during the hunt because it will almost always go up and down these stairs after and before visiting the doll room, of course. And it's not obstructed by a solid door or glass. However, there are some drawbacks to being outside. First, you can't test for a yokai or a revenant or, well, any ghost. Second, you can't guarantee it will come by this way. If you get an attic ghost, it might just choose to stay in the attic. But in that case, the inside spots aren't serving you any better. Third, you can't hear the ghost all that well, and so it's harder to tell if the ghost is fast or slow or quiet. So the outside person is mostly watching for behaviors like cold breath, shapeshifts, or blink rates. You can, however, yell out warnings to teammates in the upstairs hiding spot, as those players can likely hear you outside, although not very well. The spot does have some other very useful jobs as well, and I'll get into that a little bit later. If you have a fourth teammate, well, aren't you popular? But I'd suggest you keep this person in the van on the camera so that you can get that valuable ghost hunting recording, and of course to watch for anything else that might be of worth to identify your ghost. Okay, so now that you've got your spots, let's talk about maximizing each person's role. If you're playing solo, you clearly have to go inside and can't use either outside spot. But I recommend you bring at least one incense, and if you're like me, that's a tier 1 because you want the ghost to wander away from your spot and not be slowed or frozen near where you're hiding. A crucifix, and I'd recommend at least one electronic. I'd drop that electronic near the front door, but bring the crucifix with you to your spot. Be ready with your smudge just in case. Now, if you have at least one teammate, someone needs to bring salt and place it in the front hallway. I recommend not placing all 3 salts in the same spot, as a piano room ghost can sometimes head for the stairs and completely miss those hallway salts. So space them out to maximize the possibility of it stepping in the salt. If the second teammate is also hiding inside, bring the second crucifix to your hiding spot and also bring an incense. Now, if you have a teammate watching the van, you'll want to make sure you bring a camera, preferably with a tripod, and place it in the front hall to not only catch the ghost, but the salt that will possibly get stepped in, video of any ghost events, possibly spot ghost orbs, and get firelights burning out. It's also great for getting video of your teammates getting hugged by the ghost. If you're inside, you can do any of the objectives that require the ghost to be cleansed, or a teammate escaping the ghost or smudged while chasing someone. Now for that person outside the front door, if you need a photo of the ghost, this is your chance. At least for now, if you need sound recordings, you can also get these from the front door, although getting a second will be tricky and will need for the ghost to blow out the firelight or possibly burn a crucifix. This is your chance to get a photo of the EMF getting a reading as well. Lots of options for that person at the front door, although to be fair, getting a perfect game is going to be quite difficult because, well, that bone can be anywhere. There's a couple of things I'd like to point out about this location though. If you choose weather that is not fog, you're going to be regretting it. Fog makes this location easier to see in and easier to spot clues to see your ghost type. So, choose the fog. Also, while I do love this new location, I do hate that we're still parked so far from the front door. If you like that quick in and out on Edgefield and Woodwind because someone knows how to park in those maps, well, you're going to do a fair bit more walking in and out on this one. The trade-offs seem worth it to me though. So here's some in-game examples, both solo and with teammates, so see if you can guess any of these ghost types.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't want the crusty burned smudge for some reason? Oh, I see it. It's coming down this. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's hunting. Ooh, it's fast. It's very fast. What?
Yes. Ghost orbs.
Send me. I'm dead, damn it!
Dang it.
X.
Well, sorry, but at least we know what it is.
How'd you do? Did you get them all? Let me know in the comments. If you've got tips for no evidence runs in this location, please leave them in the comments. I get lots of great ideas from all of you, and I greatly appreciate your thoughts and ideas. I mean, I'm just one person, and I certainly haven't tried everything. And if you'd like to see some extra fun gameplay with the dolls, check out this video here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting.